Well, hi. Today is Monday, February 3rd, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. If you are holding out hope for that rodent in Pennsylvania to not see his shadow and spring being just around the corner, yeah, not so much. He did, and they're saying another 6 weeks of winter, but it is February 2nd, and if you think about it, that puts spring in the middle of March, which is still a little early, so I'll take it. Yeah, I think that we can handle that. But if you base it off of what we experienced yesterday in our area, wow. I mean, it was mid 50s, and some areas were starting to get close to 60 degrees. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful day outside. A little bit cooler today, but still above freezing. So when you're in the middle of winter and you're above freezing, I say that's a good thing. Coming up in just a bit, I had an opportunity to sit down and talk with the coaching staff from a semi-pro soccer team that is making Council Bluffs home. They're called the CB Captains, and the coaches and the owner, everybody living right here locally. They've got a combination of local players and international players. These guys are really, really talented, and there is an open tryout coming up on the 28th. We're going to tell you all about that. That is coming up in just a little bit. The Iowa Department of Natural Resources has made the announcement that they're hosting a series of public meetings. These meetings are to discuss the past hunting and trapping seasons, possible rules and regulation changes that may be coming up for 2025, and they want your input. So they're going to be having these meetings all across the state this month between February 17th and the 20th. Now, the one that's going to be closest to us will be in Glenwood on the 17th. It'll be at 6:30 in the evening at the Southwest Iowa Sportsman's Club. That's at 22869 Jammet Road. So if you are a hunter or a fisher or trapping and you want to have your voice heard, you're going to want to be at this meeting. The DNR put out a press release recently, and they said that the comments collected from these meetings will be presented to the Natural Resources Commission, and they'll take them under consideration by the DNR before they propose any changes to hunting or trapping regulations. In January, more than 300,000 hunting, fishing, or combination annual licenses to Iowa residents in 2024 were sold, and nearly 50,000 annual fishing, hunting, or combo license to non-residents. Annual licenses, remember, they expired on January 10th, so they are not good anymore. That means I got to get my fishing license renewed again, and Iowa's final deer season's wrapped up on the 19th. There was a report, and it said that across the state, the DNR's harvest report, more than 101,000 deer were harvested for 2024. So that, according to the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. Also, I want to remind you that Travis Waldstein from AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning and Waldstein Plumbing has a podcast. He's been on hiatus for a little while, but the plan is to get things rolling again. And I encourage you to give it a watch or give it a listen. It's out on YouTube, and you can also hear it on just Spotify. But it is called Circle of Trades. And the idea behind the podcast is to talk about the trades and also talk about how young people should consider it as an option heading out of high school and going into what are they going to decide to do with their career. Obviously, a four-year traditional school is the route that a lot of folks take, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the trades is an option, and that's what Travis wants to let everyone know about, and also just how valuable it can be. I mean, you can finish up a journeyman program after 4 years, make money the entire time, and be ready to go out of that with no debt. So if you like working with your hands and you also are like the blue collar world and like the trades, give Circle of Trades a listen or a watch on YouTube or on Spotify. Also, Spiral of Accountability is a book written by a local author here in Council Bluffs, Carol Horner. She also has a business that was honored on Thursday at the annual meeting of the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce. Synchronicity has been in business now for 25 years, and Carol's book, Spiral of Accountability, helps businesses and their teams be able to communicate with each other better. So go to spiralofaccountability.com, and you can learn more about everything that it is that she does, and also how to get her to come in and speak with your team. And Sprout Marketing Solutions, a proud supporter of us here on Morning Coffee, and we love to tell success stories. And Kelsey Rollins is definitely one of those, as she has been growing her business rapidly, finding new clients all the time who need help with marketing online. Maybe it's direct mail, maybe it's SEO or help with your website, whatever the case may be. Go to sproutmarketingsolutions.com and you can learn all about it. Well, as we mentioned, there is a semi-pro soccer team now in Council Bluffs that calls CB home. They are the CB Captains, and we have the head coach and assistant coach with us right now, Brian Locke and Josh McGlade. Brian, thank you so much for your time, and also thanks for your dedication to what it is that you're doing here in the community. And we wanted to talk to you because you're looking for some new players, some new blood, and you got a tryout coming up.
We do. Thank you for having us. It's awesome. We do February 28th over at the Iowa West Sports Complex.
Okay. What has to be involved for somebody to come out and try out? Is there criteria they need to meet, or what's involved with it?
Minimal criteria. Minimum age is 16. Other than that, that's it.
Just be 16?
Yep. 16 or older.
Here's what I loved about it as we were talking before we got started. Because I asked you, is there an upper limit? And you said, can they play?
Yeah.
And because tell us about
at that point. I mean, age is just a number. For me, it's attitude and skills, and work rate as well. So if the body can keep up with it and hang, I don't care how old they are.
I've seen some of the videos that you guys are posting on social media. You got some players. These guys have a ton of skills. Yeah. Where are some of the players that are currently part of the club? Where are they coming from?
The majority of our players are in the Omaha area. I would say a lot of them are international players. We have a lot of African players, a lot of South American, a lot of Central American players. I mean, would we reach 12 different countries?
12 countries?
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, there's a local tie to it.
Yes.
And with the guys that you have in the Omaha area, in the Bellevue area, tryout happening in Council Bluffs.
Yes.
So you're looking to grow that hometown talent.
100%. We are looking to get those players from Council Bluffs. 100%.
What's involved with the league that you guys are going to be playing in? It's a semi-pro league.
Yes.
How widespread is it?
So it's the Midwest Premier League. All the teams are in the Midwest. Our teams consist of 2 other teams in the Omaha metro area, and then other teams in Iowa. That's the North Division of our conference. Southern Division has the Missouris, St. Louis area, Kansas. And then there's 3 or 4 other divisions, 3 or 4 other conferences, Chicago, Michigan, the other areas in the Midwest.
What's your background, Coach? What is it that brings you in to be head coach of a soccer team like this?
Yeah, so I've been coaching for the last 16 years. That's pretty much all I've been doing for the last 10 years or so. For me, it's the camaraderie of it. It's getting to know their stories, getting to, watch them go through life, watch them grow, and it's so much more than just the sport.
And also, it has to be exciting too as you watch them grow, and then they graduate out of the semi-pro league and start going forward and getting into professional league.
Yeah, we've been telling our players since day one, my goal is to lose you as a player as fast as I can. Not because you're not good enough, but because you are going to that next level. And assistant coach Josh and club president Taylor as well, they've been working their butts off to get contacts, so we do have opportunities for them to go somewhere else.
Now, you played some games last year. I first was introduced to you without even knowing who you were because I go walk the track at Kern Park. And I got up there and I'm like, there's a soccer team here. Wait a minute. These are not high school kids. What is this going on? And I just walked around the track and everybody was happy. And I got to watch a little bit of coaching there and watching some of the players. And I'm like, oh, this is legitimate. This is for real here.
Practices get a little intense sometimes. I love it. Yeah. Yep.
Well, and also you personally have a local tie to this area.
Yes.
Tell folks about that.
Yeah, so I've been in the Bellevue area since 95 or 96. My wife, Rebecca, she's born and raised Council Bluffs. Yep.
Yeah, so there's a reason why you have a passion
Yeah.
for this type of thing, and also wanting to see uh, the team, like the players you have, you want them to succeed,
Yes.
but you want the club itself to
Yes.
succeed and be able to get established and be a Council
Yeah.
Bluffs home soccer team.
Yeah. Yeah, but we are trying to find that way. How do we integrate ourselves into the community? How do we get the community to come to our games, support us as well?
Yeah, very cool. And I'm excited that get a chance to sit down and talk with you guys. Josh, I'm going to have you hand the microphone over to Josh. Tell folks a little bit about your background. A lot of people in town already know you, but
Yeah. I mean, my family, my father's McGlade. He was on the city council several years when I was in high school. My mom is a Lieber, so anyone who's followed St. Albert
Sure.
knows, very much the Lieber family. I graduated St. Albert in 2000. And then I've just kind of set up my roots. Married high school sweetheart, and a couple kids now that all play all sorts of sports here in the Council Bluffs area. So, yeah, that's been kind of, I love the town.
Well, sure, and it's being able to stay here at home. There's a lot of folks in town that, when they get out of high school, they'll go someplace else and realize, oh, wait a minute, we actually had it pretty good, and then come back.
Yeah, no, I've left a couple times, and every time I'm out, they pull me back in, right?
Well, and with your background at St. Albert, obviously you have a really good understanding of what a tight knit family community at for a sports club means, because St. Albert is known for that.
Absolutely.
Whether at any level, I've seen them. When my boy was playing t-ball, and there was a St. Albert team that came over, you could see it, and the crowd comes out. So that's why we want to invite those folks to come out and watch you guys play. I mean, because there's a tie right in there.
Yeah, my nephew is 5. He's in kindergarten at St. Albert, and he plays every single one of his sports, baseball, basketball, soccer, with all of his classmates.
Right.
So, yeah, super tight-knit community.
It's kind of a fun story about how you got involved with the CB Captains. You want to share that?
Yeah. So obviously I've known Becky since we were 15, 16 years old. And then met Brian, obviously, through her, and then Brian's brother I played indoor soccer with when I was younger. And, she kind of let me know, hey, this is what's going on. Why don't you come try out? And I was like, I'm 42 years old. Like, this is, it's all fun and games, when we play in our co-ed indoor leagues on Sunday. And I said, but I just don't think I'm there. And talked to my folks, and they were like, why not? Like, what do you have to lose? Like, go out there. So went out to tryouts. Thought I performed admirably. We'll see. But the body just couldn't keep up. And so after talking with Brian, I said, I loved it. I love what you have going on here. I would love to still be part of this. I said, but I think my playing days at that level have gone. And his answer was, that's great, because I want you on the coaching staff. So yeah, I mean, I've coached for, I don't even know how long. I coached at St. Albert. I coached at Dana College. I coached at a small community college in Mississippi called Pearl River. Then obviously coaching my kids and at the club level. And so, yeah, I've been all over the place. And this is the one thing that I really wanted to see from this was, like, growing up playing from Council Bluffs. Anytime we went into a tournament or whatever, it was, we've got the Council Bluffs team. This is going to be a cakewalk. And so I really wanted to show that there is a ton of talent here, and don't sleep on us. And I think we've shown that we can draw that talent, we can produce that talent, and we're going to make some serious noise. this season.
I think that's very cool. I'm very happy to be able to help you guys promote this a little bit.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
I'm thrilled that you're here in the community. I'm thrilled that you guys are getting plugged in and you're already supporting what's going on here in the community. And I think this is going to be very, very good for Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. And I'm thrilled that got a chance to sit down and talk with you. And I'm also really looking forward to this upcoming season.
Yeah, so are we. Practices and stuff already kind of going. Doing a little indoor stuff out in Omaha with the guys, and it's every week we step out there, something new happens. We're like, oh, yeah, this is going to be so much fun.
Looking forward to learning a whole lot more. And again, it's the 28th of February is when the tryout is. Times, do we know the times on it?
7 to 10 p.m.
Okay, so it's going to be an evening tryout.
Yes, yeah. Friday night, 7 to 10 p.m. Check-in starts at 6:30 p.m.
If there's somebody that wants to get signed up or just learn more information, is there a place they can go to do that?
Yeah, best spot is the Facebook page.
The CB Captains Facebook page?
CB Captains FC, yep.
Okay. Tell you what, in the description to this video, we'll put a link to that. So if you have more interest, you can click on that and be able to go over and check that out.
Yep.
All right, guys, thank you much. I appreciate your time and, looking forward to a good tryout.
Appreciate it.
As I mentioned, I am looking forward to working with these gentlemen and help get the word out about everything that's going on with CB Captains and learning more about the team, about some of the players. And if you have a heart for soccer, then you should probably head to that tryout coming up on the 28th. So we'll be keeping you updated, and anything else that may come up in the meantime about that, any changes or anything you need to know about, we'll be passing that along to you. Well, we've made it through a Monday show, and we've got all of Monday ahead of us. One of my favorite sayings about Mondays is runs scored in the first inning count exactly the same as runs scored in the ninth. So how about it? Let's go get after it. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.